Just got this in. So this is the Eachine E009 mini drone. Now this is a fun, cute little under $10 mini quadcopter. Literally anybody can get in the air and start flying. We're gonna go over it. I'm gonna talk about how I added a little FPV or first person view camera to this drone and just give you my general overall thoughts. So this is a brushed quadcopter, but it's a direct drive motor. There are no gears. So the motors on this are actually gonna be really quiet, whether you're indoors or outdoors. You're gonna not have those grinding gears because it's a direct drive motor. Now the battery it runs off of is a 1-cell 200 milliampere hour battery, and it tends to take about half an hour to 45 minutes for a full charge, and you get about a 7-minute flight time. The propellers are tri-blade, and you do get a complete spare set along with a prop remover kit and your little USB charger. So it also comes with these prop guards which allow it to bounce off the walls. You can also remove these if you don't want to. These are can just be unclipped. Let's talk about the flight experience with the Eachine E009 drone. So this drone is really nothing new when it comes to the world of mini cheap drones to get into the hobby. This is a basic drone. It doesn't even have altitude hold. You are expected to maintain your own altitude fully at the control sticks. The only thing that this will do is keep it straight. So this is a full manual control drone. And if you are looking to get some real practice flying, this is a good drone for you. Because of the lack of altitude hold, it's going to be a little more challenging. You know, models like this are what I started on. It's what I learned to fly on. You can get a manual flight experience for very, very, very cheap. If that's what you're looking for, the Eachine E009 will do. This drone also does all the other cute little things that you might expect. Like, for example, it does the 3D flips and rolls. The button is located on the upper right-hand corner of the controller. You press it, 360, move the controller button in the direction you want it to flip, and it flips. And it does it quite well. All right, when I searched YouTube about this drone, I actually noticed that one of the top search comments is E009 Mini FPV. And I didn't see that anybody had done FPV with this thing yet. So I thought it would be fun to give that a try. This is the modded version of the E009 with this cheap FPV camera that I harvested from some old drone. So what I did was I simply soldered the positive and negative wires for the camera to a connector, and then I soldered the connector to the board. There's nowhere on this board that I was able to find dedicated 5 volts, so I just had to go straight to the B plus and B minus leads. Those are the direct battery terminals on the board, and that's where you can pull a max of 4.2 volts. Does it work? Does it fly? The answer is yes. I was able to get this thing up in the air, have a little FPV fun, and it was kind of nostalgic for me because years ago, this is what we used to do. This kind of stuff is what we had. We took these kind of quads that were not even designed for first-person view flight to begin with, and we paired them with little micro cameras. We took them, we hot glued them to the top of these boards. We used rubber bands, and we just got them flying, and we had fun, and it was a great time. You know, now what we have is so much more advanced and easier to set up and get right out of the box. But obviously there's some interest in doing this, maybe because it's cheap. I mean, one of these cameras, you can get one of these cameras for like 15 bucks. So between the quad and the camera, you can literally be in the air and flying FPV technically for around under 30 bucks. I mean, that's just crazy to me. So if the FPV project on this thing interests you, I've got the link to the camera that I would recommend to use to put on this thing, and then you just do whatever, do your thing, rubber band it, do whatever the heck you want. I wouldn't personally recommend FPVing this thing, but if you're bored and you want to do a project, yeah, you can do it. The E009 can do a little FPV, so there you go. The E009 does have these LEDs, and they are pretty decently bright. You've got 2 green LEDs in the front, and you've got some blue LEDs in the back, but admittedly, those are kind of get covered up by the battery. If it's dark, or, you know, like I just turned the light off here, you can see the LEDs very well. But if you're indoors and the lighting is low, definitely visible and helpful for your orientation. One thing that I did notice with the E009 is, and a very similar problem or issue that you have with quadcopters like this, is that when you do have a hard impact, you may need to recalibrate, and that's what this little button here is on the controller. You put the drone on a completely flat surface, and you press this button, and that recalibrates the gyro. That helps the drone kind of get its bearings and realize what's level. If you find the drone is veering off to the left or to the right in extreme measure, try giving it a calibration, and I would especially recalibrate after a major crash if you are noticing that. The gyros on these quadcopters can be a little sensitive and require a calibration to fix the problem. In conclusion, if you are looking for a little mini drone that's cheap and you want to learn bare bones basic manual flying, you don't have to think too hard about it. It seems to be pretty well durable. So this little guy leaves you a lot of opportunity to learn to fly. Just get back to bare bones basics and learn to fly. I'm going to be doing a giveaway of this thing. If you would like one of these, I'm going to be sending this out. I'm having a giveaway. Leave a comment down in the description below. Leave one comment and you will be automatically entered into the giveaway. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just don't make it spammy. I've got the full giveaway rules listed in the video description below and in a pinned comment. And if you're hearing this and the giveaway has closed, just ignore everything that I said. All right, that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, you have a great day, and I'm going to do some flying, and you guys take care.